New at 5, an arrest more than 2 years after an oil spill into the Flint River. The director of Lockhart Chemical Company now facing felony charges.
TV5's Zane Omer details those charges and the investigation into that 2022 spill. Zane?
Yeah, Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson says this is the largest environmental investigation his office has ever had in its history.
When a company comes in, especially somebody who's not from this area, and has no regard, knowing what Flint has just suffered in 2015 and 16, to do that, we're here today to answer.
The answer, dozens of charges against the owner of Lockhart Chemical in Flint.
Rajinder Minhas, 60 years old, from Oakland County, the owner of Lockhart Chemical, traded the public safety and the environmental safety of this community for money.
Now, Mr. Minhas ran this chemical factory with a mentality geared towards keeping operational costs low and profits high to patch bullet holes with Band-Aids.
The charges stem from a June 2022 oil spill in the Flint River. Investigators say 15,000 gallons of an oil chemical mixture was released from Lockhart's facility, spanning more than 20 miles into the water.
The 911 caller stated that the water and the oil slick was so great that he knew it was more than just a small spillage.
The EPA tracing the spill back to Lockhart, a chemical processing facility manufacturing rust-preventative additives for the metalworking industry.
People couldn't kayak, they couldn't fish, they couldn't swim, they couldn't enjoy it.
However, instead of mitigating the problem, Swanson says, Minhas escalated it by providing false information to law enforcement.
Not only that, daily chemical spills, mismanagement. They had spills that were not cleaned. They had drains that instead of fixing, cement product was poured in.
Mr. Minhas denied that the oil chemical substance came from Lockhart and claimed the site was self-contained, that no pipe or drain system connected his chemical site to the storm sewer, and that simply was not true.
Minhas now facing a slew of felonies and misdemeanors, including altering a public record and substantial endangerment to the public, as well as more than $1 million in fines.
Years of mismanagement and neglect made the 2022 discharge inevitable. And when it did spill over into the sewer and river, Minhas denied any and all responsibility.
Was arrested and arraigned. He is out on a personal recognizance bond. He's due back in court next month.
Thank you, Zane. Swanson says Lockhart filed for bankruptcy following the spill and is being monitored by state and federal environmental agencies.